So Force, it's a system that consists of four generic actors, four different parties that are working together to make stuff happen. And first, it starts with the sponsor, who puts resources available and wants it to end up somewhere specific, and with the requester, but they want the requester to be a certain target audience. The validator helps check if the requester is in this audience, and the provider provides the service or product. So it looks kind of like this, where a sponsor creates a fund. There they add some criteria. So they say, for example, like you have been in attendance of sprint demo number 3. And it needs to be signed, it needs to be validated. So Maarten, for example, can say like, you were here, yeah, I put my stamp on that. And then you add some funds. And these funds, initially it will be in euros, but of course, like we're working with blockchain and stuff, so later it can also be cryptocurrencies, and then the system will be more decentralized. So when somebody wants to apply for this fund, they need to prove that they have the criteria, they match the criteria of the fund. So, for example, I live in Zuidhorn, and this has been validated by the municipality. Or I do receive income support by the municipality, which is the criteria that you need to receive Kindpakket. They can then apply to the fund. They will then receive a voucher, which they go to the provider. They then give out product or service, and the provider gets the money.
Okay, so from the 4 roles that we described before, for now we have 2 roles implemented and connected to the front end. So we have 2 dashboards, one for the sponsor and one for the provider. And I will log in using the app to the dashboard. So the dashboard sees that this is me. And from here, in the sponsor dashboard, I can continue without an organization, and that will mean that I basically can add only money to existing funds, or I can actually create one organization, and I will create one fast now. Donate, let's say, then an IBAN number, and these ones had to be some padded ones, so that's why it will take a little bit longer. Number. As on organization, you have to select some categories that you are part of. Then you have to put a KVK number in and a BTV number. And basically you create your organization. I can log in and get access to this organization, and from here on, I can actually see what funds are in the system and which funds are mine. So we have 2 funds in the system, but I have not added one for our organization yet, so I will add one here. So let's say a Kindpakket, and it will start in August and end at the end of August. And it will be suitable for certain categories of products that can be bought by the people that will use this fund. So this is my fund, and now I will go and log in to the second dashboard. I will log in with the same organization as a provider. Okay, so this is the provider dashboard. I have my organization here, and that usually is a shop. They can add some offices in the system that will be displayed on the web shop, so people can find where they can spend the budget. And as a provider, I can add some products in the system. So let's say I'm selling a mountain bike with a price of 100 euros. The old price was 200, and I have 10 bikes like this. And I add it. So this product will be available for the requesters to purchase on the web shop. And then I can see what funds are active for myself, and as I didn't apply yet for any fund, I am not registered for any of them. But I can check also the available ones. I see here the 3 funds that were added. So I see the fund name and I see the organization that actually created the fund. And like I can select that I want to apply to certain funds from here. And if we move back to the sponsor and we see which providers applied to become providers for my funds, and if I actually trust this shop, I can accept it or not. So let's say I will approve it, and then back here in the active funds, I see that I was approved for this fund. And so starting from here, all the citizens, so basically the requesters that will apply for KimPaket will get vouchers that they can spend at this shop that is approved for this kind of voucher.
What I'm going to talk about is our app, and our app is dealing with identity. And today I'm going to tell you, like, show the overview of what is the app capable of, and show the interaction with the Force backend. So let's create the new identity. So just some random email. Hey demo at force.com. All right. Face ID, no thanks. Boom. So this is like the first step in which you actually have your wallet. Everything, like all your assets of what you possess. So it might be all the cryptocurrencies that are compatible with the Ethereum blockchain. For example, like basic attention tokens or any ERC20 token. So you can send and ask for a request, wanted to say, but whatever. So next thing is your actual assets like a house or a car. And then you have vouchers. For example, KimPaket. So we can check the voucher. So it shows you the history of all the transactions. It shows where you go, like everything is stored here. You can email it to yourself or even check the info. Because on the real voucher it says like what's it all about, and if you forgot, you just click info and you go and check. All right. So this was the wallet function. This is our records. This is like our identity, and all the records are grouped in those different categories. So let's try to create some record. We choose a category, try to choose Relatis, but it says that only personals are available now. Then we choose the type of record. Like if I want to say children, and I want to say that I have like 5 children. Boom. Now it's here. So then the validator can validate that you have 5 children. You can also delete this record. All right. So this is basically it. And the other function is QR code scanner that helps you to log into different decentralized apps. But now we're going to show how we log into the dashboard, to the sponsor dashboard, with the help of the actual app. Ta-da! We are logged in. No passwords. No passwords needed yet. But just to show you that this is all works with the Force backend.
I've created the last 2 weeks website connected to our GitHub pages. We came across a problem because we want to be aiming to be decentralized and also open source. But not only our developments needs to be open source, but also the information, how we share it, and how can people contribute to our project. So I've created a website connected to our GitHub page for people that is more it's a clear overview. People can adjust it, not only the programmers and developers, but also people who are more on the organizational level. As you can see here, it's just a simple website, and I can just choose some repositories we are having, and people can see what to do, to how to install it, or how to use it, or how they can contribute to this project. And also, if they want to improve something or have more adjustment what's better for the project, they can just improve it, and they will be redirected directly to our GitHub page. And as you can see, here is a possibility for them to just edit it.
So that's it. That's what we've been doing the last 2 weeks since the last demo. So you see everything is starting to connect. The apps are used together with the platform. We're improving our communication as well. Yeah, so thank you all for joining.